We're going to make a video today to show how to do a proper ballet bun and talk a little bit about proper attire for class. There's a couple reasons that it's so important to have a proper ballet bun for ballet class. First of all, your instructor needs to be able to see the line of your neck and your head. So the hair has to be off of your neck. We don't want to be distracted by what our hair is doing, so we want it to be out of the face. We want to make sure it's secure enough that it's not going to come down halfway through class. Another reason is that with ballet comes a tradition of an aesthetic that we want to uphold. So what we wear and how we groom is an important part of getting ready for ballet class. So I'm going to use Emily here to show how to do a bun for longer hair, and I'm also going to use Jaden to show how to do a bun for shorter hair, because it is possible, even with shorter hair, to have it pulled back and ready for class. So a couple things you need: a brush, bobby pins, hair tie, and the magic ingredient is a hairnet. It's a must-have, and you can get them pretty much at any drugstore or at Sally's Beauty Supply. So if you have a lot of wispy hairs, use some water to spray it first, and some hairspray or gel, and then we'll do that again after. Emily's hair isn't so wispy, we don't need to do that. She's got thick hair. If it's a performance day that you're getting ready for, it's a good idea not to wash your hair first, because the natural oils will help it stay where you want it. So we want to get it into a nice, smooth ponytail. And different costumes or different instructors will require that we have it at a different height, but a good rule of thumb is just to go in a line back from the ears. So once we get it into our ponytail, we want to get it nice and tight. Good. And then we're just going to twist. You can also braid. This is a quick, easy way. So once we start going around, we want to start putting our pins in. Okay? So pins come in different sizes. There's long ones. There's these really nice big ones that are sold by bun heads that you can order online. And Emily has some of these really nice screw ones that are great for thick hair that you can get at the drugstore in different sizes. So once you start going around, take your pin and make sure that you're pushing the hair down flush to the head and sliding the pin so that it's touching the head and the hair, and move it toward the center of the bun as you go. Go around the whole bun, nice and flat along the head each time. Just twisting as you go. That little bit left over, you can just tuck in under the bun. So once all your pins are in, we're going to use our hairnet to secure any flyaways. Okay, so that's nice and tight toward her head, onto her head. Shake your head around a little bit for me. Good, it's not going to go anywhere, but you can see that if we don't put a hairnet, it's going to have some pieces sticking off. So we're going to use our hairnet and wrap it up. We're going to crisscross it over. And just keep wrapping it around until all of the excess is tucked in. Okay, and then we'll use a little bit of hairspray if she has any flyaways. And if there's a little spot that's not so smooth, we can take a comb and kind of drag it out and use our hairspray on it. So she is ready to go for class. Good, thanks Emily. Alrighty, so now I'm going to show Jaden, who's got shorter hair, how we can do a bun with her hair. If it's super short and there's not any way to get it up, at least get the front pulled back in barrettes or little braids or something so that it's off of the face, and it should be shorter than the neck if it's gonna not go in a ponytail. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is pull Jaden's back into a ponytail. And Jaden's I'm gonna braid. That's gonna make it a little bit easier since it's shorter. I could take it around and use my hairnet, but it wouldn't be quite as stable, but that is an option. So for hers to make it stay a little bit better, we're gonna braid it down. I'm gonna put another hair tie. And then this could go up or it can go down. I'm going to go down with it. So I'm going to tuck first the loose end of the braid under, and then I'm going to use my pins to secure the braid to her hair. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to also be tucking the loose ends of the braid in. And again, I want to make sure I'm pushing the hair down and I'm sliding the pin so that it's catching the hair of the bun to the hair on her head. If there are bangs in the front, they can be drawn back and bobby pinned or clipped so that they are not in the face. Okay, so we've got it in there, and then we would use a hairnet for her also. Hairnets come in different colors to match your hair. This might be a little light for her, but it'll work to show for today. So again, we want to wrap it under and keep going around. Okay. And then with these that are left in the bottom, we want to go ahead and take those up and pin them in. Good, and then we could use again a little bit of hairspray to keep the rest of that in. Now, Jaden's ready for ballet class. All right, thanks, Jaden. All right, so for ballet class, we want to wear a pink tights and a solid color leotard. Here at Motion Studio, we have a color code, and that's common with a lot of studios. So each different level wears a different color. These ladies wear navy blue, and this is Alexa, and I'm using Alexa to show also some acceptable warm-ups for class. We wear warm-ups to get our muscles warm so that we're safe and we're dancing without injuries. And usually it doesn't take very long into class to then be able to take those off once our muscles are warm. But she's got a wrap sweater that's nice and tight, so I can still see what she's doing. I can still see how her muscles are working, and I can still see her alignment. Some little shorts are acceptable to warm up the hips, and again, it's allowing me to still see what's going on. And leg warmers are acceptable also. And then as we go through class, of course, we get nice and warm, and those will come off. And of course, our clothes are always clean, and also we never wear panties underneath our tights and leotard because we don't need to, and it's healthier to not. So we also have Mally. Mally's going to show us proper attire for jazz class. So Mally just finished ballet class. She's getting ready to very quickly go into jazz class. She can put on her black jazz pants or black tights over her leotard and pink tights that she had on from ballet. And she's got her black slippers. She's got her solid color leotard. And ponytail is acceptable for jazz class and sometimes better because sometimes we do floor work and we're rolling around and the bun would be uncomfortable. So it's important always to be prepared properly for class. Have the things that you need in your bag. Make sure you have your kit to put your hair up. Make sure that you plan so that you have time to do what you need to do so that when you get to the studio, you're ready to focus on dancing.